Greetings, this is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Teddy Atlas, Daniel Dubois, Alexander Usyk. Get this. Teddy Atlas says Dubois is a different animal now, but Usyk always finds a way to win. Is Dubois dangerous enough to prove Atlas wrong? Teddy Atlas says that Danny Dubois is a different animal now, sharpened by his stoppage over Joshua, Hergovic, and Miller, but still backs Usyk's ability to find a way to win. Yet again, Atlas adds that while Usyk has unmatched experience and grit, age could catch up with him in this match. July 19th is the date. Wembley Stadium is the venue. And will Dubois bring fireworks? And let me counterpunch. I think Teddy Atlas is unsure himself. He's not certain. Because, see, Usyk always finds a way to win. Usyk is a winner, but he did bring up age. See, when you bring those buts, everything before butts is pretty much bullshit, you know, Adog Stark says, right? But it's true. I think he's trying to give Usyk his accolades, his respect, and the things that he's done in previous fights, which brought him an undefeated record. But Danny Dubois is a different beast, so he says, and I think he's ready. I think that what sells this fight is what Daniel brings to the table. What sells this fight is what Usyk can still bring to the table. That's the question. That's the question. If Usyk can't bring what he brought before in the last, how many fights? 23 fights? He may be defeated by Danny Dubois. But that's only if he cannot produce what he normally produces. Danny Dubois, if he can show mental fortitude and stay in there, keep swinging, keep punching, keep throwing, keep the pressure on, we don't know what could happen based on a person that is on the other side of the mountain. Okay? So, Teddy Atlas, you know, he's right about Usyk. He just finds a way to win. He's a winner. Some people are addicted to winning, Money Mayweather. They're just addicted to winning. They know how to win. Boxers know how to box. They know how to win. They know how to score points. They know how to score pivotal rounds. They know how to do these things. Usyk knows how to do it. Crawford knows how to do it. Mayweather knows how to do it. These guys find ways to win fights. You know what I mean? It's just that instilled in them. But I do agree with Teddy. This is a hard fight to call based on what we don't know, based on the possibility of Usyk missing a step or two. People like talk sports. They're saying, oh, he hasn't shown any signs of decline. That's bullshit. Yes, he has. It's just, it hasn't been blatant signs or drastic signs, but they've been signs. That Usyk is not the dude that he was when he beat Joshua the first time. He is not the dude that jumped in the ring with Derek Chisora. He is not the dude from those times. That's a different time. Now, can he still do it? As far as we know, because we've seen it last time. He fought Tyson the Gypsy King Fury for the second time and beat him for the second time. He did his job, so he's capable of doing his job. So I'm not going to sit here and say Alexander Usyk is no longer capable of doing what he did. That's bullshit, because what do we have? What he did the last time he was in the ring. That's our evidence. What you do last time. What was your last performance like? That's what we realistically have to go on. Okay, that's that. But is there a possibility of him coming up short? Sure. But we won't know that until the day. You know, in fact, I don't think Usyk could tell you that. I think that's one of those things that is figured out based on the performance, based on the reflexes, based on the overall outcome. Then you'll see, like, whoa, he didn't look good in that fight. Did he have a bad night? Bars. Maybe. But then again, those type of things happen when it happens, you know. So I would hope that Team Dubois wouldn't bank on that. That could be their downfall. Oh, he's slower, he's worn, like Danny Dubois said. Oh, he's a worn fighter now, and I'm going to chop that tree down. Okay. You know, what if he isn't? You're in the same fight you were in when you got your ass whooped last time. But you guys tell me what you think of Teddy Atlas stating that Usyk finds a way to win, but Dubois is a different animal. Now, before I get off of here, I do have to address something. Is Dubois a different animal? Physically, I don't think so. I think physically he's always been a unit. He's been a beast. He can punch. He has that pressure, you know? I think he has to change mentally. That's the question you ask yourself, and we don't know because he has not. I repeat, he has not been in there with that style of fighter. That's why people wanted him to fight Joseph Parker in the first place. That's why people speculate that maybe he got out of that damn fight because it might be a banana peel, because of the skill and the style of Joseph Parker. Now, Joseph Parker don't move as well as Usyk, but he can still move well nonetheless. So, you know, we won't know if he can handle that style and mentally keep it together, challenging, fighting that same style until he gets in there with someone that same style. So we don't know if he's changed or a different animal mentally, because I don't think he's changed at all physically. I think it's the mental growth, hopefully, that has occurred in Daniel Dubois. But you guys tell me what you think about Teddy Atlas's take on Usyk versus Dubois 2. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!